Hi, this is Yunle. 안녕하세요. Today, let's talk about 하십시오 채 as the first topic of the 6 levels of speech. 하십시오 채 is known as the formal polite style and uses the sentence endings such as 습니다 and 습니까. It conveys a very high level of formality in official settings such as announcement, presentation, conference, speech, media interview, proceedings in court, and in the military during official statements or command transmissions. This style is also used to show politeness. It's determined by the relationship between the speaker and the listener according to the age and superiority in status. Okay, then let's first look at it from the perspective of formality. Here's an explanation of how it's used in the 4 basic sentence types. Declarative. Let's look at the declarative first. Verb and adjective use the same ending, 니다, 습니다. As I explained in the video 51, English adjectives correspond to Korean descriptive verbs. Therefore, adjectives use the same endings as verbs. For example, the verbs 가다, to go, and 입다, to put on, are conjugated as 갑니다 and 입습니다. And the adjectives 크다, to be big, and 작다, to be small, are also conjugated as 큽니다 and 작습니다. Let me explain one rule of Korean pronunciation. When the consonant b meets n, b is pronounced as m. So we say 갑니다, 입습니다, 큽니다, 작습니다. Now let's look at nouns. According to the rules, it should be 받아입니다, because 받아 ends in a vowel. But it's difficult to catch the meaning immediately. It looks like 받아 is one word. Therefore, when speaking, we say 받아입니다. But when writing, we use 받아입니다. So these days, one single ending, 입니다, is attached after nouns, regardless of whether the noun ends in a consonant or a vowel. 받아입니다 and 산입니다. I have a tip for you. There are some fixed expressions like 만나서 반갑습니다, nice to meet you, 감사합니다, 고맙습니다, thank you, and 미안합니다, 죄송합니다, I'm sorry. Of course, you can use the 아요, 어요 form, such as 만나서 반가워요, in this case as well, but this expression is more appropriate and polite when meeting a stranger for the first time or when speaking to elders. Here are some more examples. For verbs, 수요일은 쉽니다. 오늘 회의가 있습니다. For adjectives, 협력은 중요합니다. For nouns, 이건 신형 모델입니다. 쉽니다, 있습니다, 중요합니다, 모델입니다. Interrogatives. In interrogative sentences, b니까 or 습니까 is used. For verbs, 갑니까, 입습니까, and for adjectives, 큽니까, 작습니까, And for nouns, 바다입니까? 산입니까? Yes, of course. Most people pronounce it as 바다입니까? Here are some more examples. For verbs, 그 프로젝트는 언제 시작합니까? 그 문제를 해결했습니까? For adjectives, 이 결과가 정확합니까? For nouns, 이게 최신 자료입니까? 시작합니까? 해결했습니까? 정확합니까? 자료입니까? Now let's see a presentation and a witness examination using declarative and interrogative sentences. Presentation. 안녕하십니까? 오늘 저는 우리 회사의 미래 비전에 대해 발표하려고 합니다. 안녕하십니까? 발표하려고 합니다. Witness examination. 증인은 2023년 8월 15일에 대구에 간 적이 있습니까? 네, 있습니다. 있습니까? 있습니다. Imperatives. In imperative sentences, 시오, 으시오 is used. For example, 가시오, 입으시오. Let's make sure that in imperative sentences, only verbs can be conjugated. The imperatives at this level are commonly used in signs for the public. 돌아가시오. And negative imperative sentences use 지 마시오. 들어가지 마시오. 문에 기대지 마시오. Propositives. In propositive sentences, 읍시다, 읍시다 is used. For example, 갑시다, 입읍시다. Like imperatives, propositive sentences also only verbs can be conjugated. The propositives at this level are commonly used in campaign for the public. 물을 아껴 씁시다. 환경을 보호합시다. 매일 운동합시다. 씁시다. 보호합시다. 운동합시다. Today, we only looked at the 하십시오체, focusing on its formality aspect. Next time, let's continue by exploring it from the perspective of politeness. Don't forget to watch my next video. 다음 시간에 만나요. 안녕히 계세요.